use the blade. There is sorry, in Maya we call it blade. Here maybe it's called knife. So I'm going to use the knife tool. So let's start from here, like this. Actually, we can use Control R and then add it. But then what happens is entire row it adds. That is still hand it gets added. So to avoid that, we are doing it manually. Right. So this part also we have to add, but instead we are going to uh, mirror it, so that no, that is several times we'll have to do mirror, uh, because we are doing some or other changes now, so we have to mirror it. So let's go for mirroring. So we have to delete the right side of the character, that is from this point now, this is right side, this side is right side. So characters right side I'm talking about. So this right side we have to delete, so that this thing also will come here. Right? What we have done now will also come here on the right side. Right. So let's check other spots also. So it doesn't matter that we may have to do the UV and wrapping again, no? If it's so, no? Or some changes or something. It doesn't matter. No? Right. So let's. So how to? I think I showed you. I think that is how to do symmetry first. For that selection is needed. So we don't have to do this kind of manual selection. It must be knowing later, because in YouTube videos and all those things are available. So like this we can select, but still it's not needed. It won't be so accurate. So instead, what I will do is I just select this middle one. Let's see that if that I have not selected any other vertex. No? So I should make sure that now. So I have selected only the middlemost vertex in anywhere. I feel this tummy part, there is this belly part is I choose to select there. Now I have selected this middlemost vertex. I will press Ctrl Alt Space and go to select, and then side of active, where it is in the edit mode. Is under the sub menu, select, under the select menu, side of active. So once I did the applied that, it is selecting the left side of the character. So let me change it to right side, that is negative side, right. So this side we are going to delete, right. So let me delete the faces, right. Now we have only left side. Let's make uh, once before uh, this symmetry or this mirroring. What we have to do is we have to um, select this middlemost um, edge set of edges and make sure it is exactly in the middle. So let's switch on the grid and see if possible we can switch on the grid also here in the snap, and let's see where it is placed. exactly where it should be. This blue line is the z-axis line. So this uh, this line, yellow color line, is exactly placed on the blue point. So no problem. So it is on the it is in the middle only. Now, just for the sake of snapping, no, we can just I'm pressing this G in the X and moving it uh, and just snapping once again like this. So snap is on. So it is exactly on the center. Now, what we are going to do is mirror. This scaling also we have to do. Like it's so flat. That um, add generate mirror that second mirror right. Now let's apply the mirror. So this mirror option is no more there. It has become a mesh now. I'll select everything and then press Alt N and then reset vectors. Again press Alt N and then smooth vectors. So that everything will look alright. So now you can see there is no issue now. Once again, I'll just put light, switch on the light and come. Yeah. So now we have added this and this necklace kind of thing also. This set of edges added. UV unwrapping is same. It is there still. Let's once again do the UV unwrapping. Um, Control before doing that unwrapping. Control A. All transports. Now go to UV editing. let's press and drag, press U and then choose and drag. So now you can see it as nicely and drag. If you see these, like these things, it's okay. It's not linked, so to that level it is a separate one. So anyways, while texturing, no, we'll have to. I told you that day that we have to do like this actually. We have to mirror and then keep it like this, so that no, this I think is thighs and lower part of the leg. So if we do like this, we have more space, so that I can make it bigger and have more space inside the UV space. This UV space, inside this UV space, I will have more space for this thighs and leg, so that my texture won't look pixelated. For that purpose, we have to give the bigger objects, bigger portions in the object, a bigger space in the UV space, inside the UV space. So we call it 01 space or UV space. And then we can, so now these this kind of alignments we'll be doing only in the texturing course. So here we'll just press U and then choose unwrap, and it will unwrap by itself. Okay. Right. Now we'll go to layout. When the model is ready, we'll delete the old arena Loris, which is the previous version. So let's delete the Loris. We were working just now. We were working on the Hires only. They are same only. Just only name is like Loris, Hires, and other same only. This Hires, I am supposed to apply the multi-resolution and do some changes. So now I will duplicate this and this one and name it as Loris. So that it's a kind of, we can just duplicate it and hide it. Loris model we can name it. So for that sake, I just duplicated it and hidden it. Now, so next thing is, as I told you, eyelashes. So let's save this one. Control S. Always incremental save is best. I have already done the incremental, so I am doing the Control S. Now, to make the eyelashes, I have to select these edges, these set of edges, and then extrude it from here, and go to side view, and then press E, extrude it like this. Right. So let's make it a separate object. So I'm pressing E on the keyboard and separate selection. So let's rename it as left upper eyelash. Now we need the lower eyelash also. So let's choose this one and then lower eyelash. Go to side view and then extrude it like this. That's fine. So this one also we have to separate. Make sure that you have selected only the portion you want to separate, and then press P, separate selection. Now rename this also. I'm just copying it and rename it. Right. So So select both of them and select all the faces, Alt N, and then reset vectors, and then again smooth vectors. Now we are going to add one more in between here, that is in between set of edges. So Control R or two we can add actually. Yeah, two I have added, and possible we can make some shape here. Smoothness, okay. There's no, so we have to pull it manually like this. So that as if it is having small curvature, because hair will have no hair will be straight no. So we have to bend it and give some curvature effect. Deselect, go for the next one. Here also add integrates, and then inside me just like this blue. Right. We should not touch this the source. This edges, these two edges we should not touch, so that no, they are sticking to the source. Where from there we should not see this gap. What we are seeing here, this gap we should not see. So it should be exactly on the eyes socket. You select it again and press this. Apply some set for faces and try. Yeah. So here normals get a problem. It is removed. Right. So this left side is ready, and right side we have to do it. You may feel like this hairs will be coming like this only. It is here the hairs will be bigger. Okay. So here in this portion hairs will be bigger. So in the texture we have to give it like this again. So like that. Then you can mirror this one. Shift D, escape, and Control A on transforms, and then mirror smooth it. So here also it will drop. And let's change the tune to R. Now let's go for eyebrow also. So here, if you see for eyebrows, we need a little curve. So let's change this. Actually, we need not do that, but no, it will be easy for while animating all that. This is my experience actually. Sometimes no, texture will be very heavy. So at the time, while doing the facial animation or all that, I always feel or any animator, no, you feel if I have the low-res texture, or if you just fake as if there is an eyebrow in the mesh only, so that I can see that and animate, and you not switch it to texture and then animate, and it takes time for playing and all. So for that purpose, actually, I'm modeling this. Otherwise, we won't be using this particular eyebrow mesh in the render. Eyelash we'll be using, but not the eyebrow mesh. So in the lower part also we have to do like this. So this is what we want. Hmm? So we have selected it. But we using right. So we have selected this, and now let's press Shift D to duplicate, and press P selection and do. Slightly move it in the y-axis. Very simple. Press. If you want to separate as left and right also, you can. Next thing is we have to make this. You don't worry, okay? This looks in the camera. It looks like this only. When you zoom out, to, it will look like this only. This, if you feel like a trouble, like this kind, this head model overlapping the eyebrow portion. If you feel like this trouble, you can just adjust here in the clip start and put it one. See, now you can, it will disappear. So you can, when you adjust this, will see all these things happening. So at every point we will be looking. Right. Now the next thing is we have to make hair model, boyish crop like hair. Let's say the model is incremental 123 version. So for extracting the hair model, we have to select the scalp. This portion is the scalp. Okay? So this scalp we have to select, and then we have to duplicate it. So this much is not needed for girl. So let it be it's small. So I've selected it. Press Shift D, Escape, press T, and separate it. Rename it as um, strap. Now again duplicate this because we are not going to use the scalp here. Okay? If suppose if you are doing any like hat in the next course, for that this scalp can be used. But for now, we are going to use the duplicate of this scalp as hat wall, boyish crop like hat wall. So let's now we have to freeze the selection of this arena hiders. Yeah, so that we cannot select this anymore. Only we can select this hat part. Other things also we can switch off. Sculpt. in sculpt only we have to do this hair modeling. Let's use this graph and let's see how it's going to work. It's a bit difficult only, but just for the sake of having some hair model, we have to do this. If we have more number of vertices, we can do it very easily. So let's add subdivision and subdivision the light. We'll see how much, yeah, this much we have. So now it'll be easy for us. It should not be even actually. It should have some up and down surface. So we have to use this grab tool in the sculpt to pull it wherever we want. We should do this patiently only, otherwise, no. Maintenance. Yeah. You have to see where and all can be like more bumps, where not more, where lesser, where the bumps will not have much height. Like that we have to see and then do. So patiently we should do that. In the front also we need a puff effect. So let's bring that. Right. So I think we have done some testers for the hair. Little here and there, if we add some puff perfect no, will be nice actually. It takes time sculpting no, so we need to sculpt it in small time. Okay, now let's save this file. Now the next thing is we can check is we are done with this spacing one we have done. So now the next step is for sculpting for torso, that is for the body only. So let's apply multi-resolution. So before that, let's check the UV. So okay, right? Yeah. Let's apply generate multi-resolution. And let's see the amount of vertices we can actually add. It should not be too dense like this. For hair it is okay, but for body we may not have this many vertices because there is nothing wrong in having more vertices for the high resolution model, but we should see our machine configuration also. It should not hang or crash. The software should not get crashed and closed. So for that sake, we should be limited in adding the subdivisions. Let's add subdivision and see the display of the model. Switch off this optimal display and you can see the number of vertices being added. I think see here and all we need more actually. So for some portions it's okay. Some portions we need to feel like we need hands and all okay. But one more subdivision. Let's add. Yeah, I feel two is okay. So so this is the highest. let's just shade and see. Right, so it's looking nice. Right, now we are going to do the sculpting. So what are all the portions that needs sculpting details? If you see the face model, head model, it is already done. Maybe here we have to little put inside. Here we will have to put small things we will have. So mostly, majorly the work is done for the head model, and here we have to do some smoothing in the back so that this line we can remove. Okay. Only here we need the line. Right. Then the next thing is for the breast, definitely we have to work. It needs to become, it is bit slightly conical, so it has to, it will become saggy. So it is a bit stiff looking. So we make it saggy, and hang also, this hang is like it's a bit hanging, just saggy. So that we have to remove it. And here and now we have to bring little a tummy kind of effect. And for the thighs, we have to make it, it is okay only. Some places are a bit flat, so we have to correct them. And this back is not circular, so that we have to do. So these are the portions we have to work in the sculpting. So let's first start from the feet. I think let's, let's first save this file. Save it as incremental. Right. Sculpting reduce the strength, very less strength this much. So let's use the grab tool. You see here it is flat. This portion, if you see, is very flat. This portion, if you see, it is like flat. And see this portion also look flat. So these portions we have to correct. Let's use grab and see. Or we can use smooth also, but we should make sure that it's not deleting the shape altogether. Maybe lifting we have to reduce. Okay, so we should be careful. I think grab is the best. I like the grab tool so much because it's so helpful. Sculpting is nothing but the when you have the shape in your mind, it is not a big deal to sculpt and do. It is like people, our mothers, our ladies in our house making chapati is actually a sculpting. They are also using tools like cylindrical to make it flat. The chapati flour paste, they are making it flat. So it is like that actually. So sculpting, so sculpting rather than calling sculpting a skill, we should we should keep in mind the shape, having the shape in mind is the skill. Then the sculpting will automatically come. When the person who is cooking the kitchen is knowing that I want a chapati which should be circular, uh, then he has to know the techniques of okay, if I do this stroke, it will become circular like that. You just have to know that. That's all. So it's not a big deal actually. Keeping the shape in the mind, that clarity about the shape is very that is very so I'm not doing like this, like this, like this. It will destroy the shape. So when I'm applying smooth, what I'm doing is I'm just like this and like this. So it's just spraying, just one click I'm doing. I'm not holding the left mouse button and stroking it like this, like this, and like this, like this. And just clicking like one click and making it smooth. That's all. Because it will do only little. That much of smoothening is enough. Because we already have the shape, so we don't have to do so much. Right. So now it has become little rounded. If you want to make here little like this, we can do, but for only for men it will look like that. This for men no, it will be like this little. But for women, that much the cuts won't be there. So it should be like this parabolic, it should be curvature. That's it. Too many like bumpy up and down it should not be there. Let's go to side view and let's just see. Here we will here also. So like this one, a small adjustment will make really nice effect actually. So you see, small adjustments are good. If we have the shape in the mind, that's all. The sculpture is for me. So what for before applying the using the sculpture, just see the some movie in pictures, nude pictures, whether it is man or woman. In our case, it's woman. So just keep seeing that. You will know what shape you have to bring all that will become easy. So here we told that it should become. I want the bump, the buttocks shape to become little circular. So at that point, that's what we are doing using the sculpting. That is, so here, see this, this portion we have to make it slightly bumpy, but not too much. That you should make sure that you are not doing it like this. I told before itself that this once we bring a vertex from this side towards this side, that's all. It is merged, and we cannot anymore mirror or do anything with it. Or even they will get merged. It should not happen. So you should make sure that it's not merging. While doing the sculpting, keep your limit within this area. If you are doing only one side, we have to do that. So when you do the one side, other side will also get the same shape. So keep your limit inside this one where I'm showing my cursor, circulating my cursor. So within that range, you have to work. So if you are going to work here, zoom it and then like this, like how I'm doing. Right. So now I think we can adjust. also we should adjust. Remember, we have to do little exaggeration and then smooth it. Don't do it in the beginning itself so subtle. You don't be subtle when trying to narrow. Do little exaggerated, then reduce the exaggeration using smooth, and then make it subtle. So subtlety should be the final outcome. So here it is a bit flat this, so let's make it slightly circular. So hip part and thighs are okay. Now we have to this back, this upper portion of the torso. We have to just make it smoother. But before that, let's finish the legs only. Right? So if you see front part, little I want to make it deeper. Grab, and then this side I want to make it slightly, not much. Yes. No, just exaggerated it and then again smoothening it slightly. Just one click, that's all. So let's let this done and let's the, this knee portion we can bring it outside. Let's go on grab set it here. Okay. Now back side. Let's go to smooth and then carefully smooth it because it's a middle line we are going to touch. So we should be very careful. We should never use grab in the middle. Uh, Only smooth we can use. So just that's only one stroke I'm using. That's finished. On the sides, if you see maybe here, I can use grab. If you want to see the depth even more clearly, we can actually this what I have the bump I have raised this for the uh, what for the rib cage. There, women tend to have more muscles there. This backside, so not everyone, but most some they have some muscles. So maybe, so that's why that will increase the bump on the backside. It's difficult also this because the turning, it's the it's so shining that we are not able to see properly the depth. So what we have to do is switch on this one, this cavity here. There is an option for cavity. This one here, and increase the ridges, valleys, over the shadow also. So you can see little the depth, and we have to switch on the growth. Now that you can see the depth and all you can see. So easy to judge it. Okay, there here I can more add more shape like that. It's the work. So we have to switch on the this cavity and ridge and valley we can increase. See, we know already. So this ridge and valley also. Shadow if it's needed we can do it. Otherwise shadow makes it very dark. So let's not use shadow. slide. Okay, that's all. Slide smooth around it. Because too much of smooth also will destroy the shape. So just one click smooth like this. Like this. And you should decrease the strength value and do that smoothing. So make sure that and, here I'm feeling it. Like yeah. So now let's go for this neck portion, which is like too much. So let's here also it is a middle one, so you should be careful. Go to front view and just click one or just one stroke. That's all. Here also one stroke. That's it. Not much. This side we can little bit we can be freely do it. But make sure that you are zooming and doing this moving along whenever it's needed. So it comes by practice only. This cannot be told easily. It comes by practice. So now, here also in the middle we can yeah, just one stroke I do. Smoothing. Strength is 0.7 and right. Now let's use grab for this breast. So we want this breast to be bit saggy. So I'm using the grab, and I don't want this much of bump. So I use the smooth only there. There is in this nipple part and the surrounding part. So I'm zooming it so close and then yeah. Because in the texture you can show that. So you don't have to show in the mesh itself. Why I did in the mesh before like this, so that no we can judge it. When we are doing it, it will be easy for us to judge. But once you are doing smoothing and bringing and going to bring it in the actual shape, you don't need them. So a bit making it saggy, roundish, and let's go to top and see how it looks. And then here also we can actually do some small changes. if you feel like it is too much, we can reduce it, but let it be there. It's okay. Maybe on the sides we can reduce a bit. And some people little exaggerate the breast so that no, when you apply the dress, anyway we are going to put some small dress on. So there it will anyway lessen its effect. So we can actually let it be exaggerated. But the side, you can actually make it down like this. Right. So now you can see this with saggy only. Right. Right. So because the hand is lifted, I'm making this dent like this. Right. So now the hand also we have to see. It's a little, this much sagging is not good. And let's make a bit smooth here. Slightly, okay? And just click. That's it. That's it. And little, we can make it shoulder. We can just using the grab, slightly down the shoulders, just to little show the gravity effect. Supply smooth here. So, do you have any commitments today? Like you have to go to some place at 8 o'clock. Or you have to, okay. So those places, those spots, we have to make like how actually, if you see this portion and this portion are same. This also is protruding out, projecting out, and this portion also should project out. So that's why we made it little circular, blunt like this, not like streak. No, not like that. We have made it blunt, and then it will made it project slightly, so that while texturing, we can apply blue color. That's a dark brown color. I don't know why it is suddenly taking time, so we should save them. That is when I apply the brush, it is taking time. So it's an indication that any time it may get crashed. So that is also one thing we should see while doing the sculpting of it. So let's save it. While saving it, please save it as incremental and then in wireframe mode, not in shade mode. Let's now slightly apply this here. Like this, no? Small things we can just add and realize it. Using here This it's not visible. This one pinch. This pinch actually creates a nice effect. Kind of this kind of effect. So you can see that. So this much is not needed. So after applying this pinch, it will make it just click smooth, so that not too much of the pinch effect will be. Then here we need this little raised effect. Only for men that will be there more. So it slightly we can just so that no, it will be easy for us to identify while doing the reading. Okay, here I should put the that is arm bone, forearm bone, like that. So for that it's really useful. So here it should come like this, like then apply smooth here and so here also we should make it slight bulge. So now let's make it smooth and make it little less. That's it. So here also we should show some assets and bones there. So that's slightly only. So it should be like from here, this guy should be joined here. Or here, so from here, like this he should join. So like this he should. Let's do that. Just see whether any other tool, because I told you these tools are like one is blue, red, and then yellow. Blue are like uh, for soft things, but not too soft. Like for bed, those kind of things, puffy feeling, those kind of things we can use this blue tools. And red tools are for making sharp, like wood, for wooden things and all. See, flatten is a smooth is anyway there. It is a common tool, but still they have given it a color. But other tools are like little scraping. If you see those names even, will be like little hard surfaces. And yellow is for cream kind of surfaces. So that is how we have to dissolve it. We have to divide them to see. But commonly we can use anything. Sometimes this also depends because everything is like some places are hard, some places are soft, some places are like mid. We cannot call it completely soft, completely hard. All that. So the difference is always there. So in that case, no, all the tools will be applied. So we are just trying this blue tools also. So far we are using the grab yellow color tools and red. So let's use this also. Uh, let's see how it is going to work. But before that, let me save this and then as incremental and then we will do it. So when I do the unroll, it is taking time. Probably it is because of this can create. So let's switch it off. It's taking a long time. Okay, even then it is taking time. Without cavity also it is taking time. Here, strength is less. Yeah. So like this. So it's a bit difficult only. Same place we have to do it. This way. Now let's go to grab and then we'll bring this place down. Now let's apply smooth. Click. Look, this is too much. So let's go to strength and then reduce it. Yes. Yes. Let's go to grab again. Make a slight change. There's no end for this. We will never get satisfied because uh, we have been seeing these things till since childhood. So it takes long time to bring on and all we want. So somewhere we should actually stop. So okay. Um, so like this, small things will be there if we do that. It will be nice actually. It is like contemplation. You know, like, this finishing part will always take time. That is, there is no end for it. We want to do like that will stretch us. So somewhere we have to put a full stop. So that's what I'm trying to actually. This is high-res mode. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can charge actually 30,000. There is 30. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, that is one thing I will tell you. In India, they don't buy. In India, no, they don't buy it. What they do is they do free downloads and then use it. That's what they do. Or they will employ you and give you some salary and ask you to do this model in 1 week or something. And what there is the person who is doing 3D modeling, he will have to download and do only. And they themselves will provide some basic model which is already existing in their machines. That is, hey, this just take this model and just make it look like this one, or just change it a little so that let people feel as if it is a different model. Like that, their time is a constraint here in India. Whatever projects are coming, if it is coming to India, means it is a low budget, time constraints are there, they don't, the client is not having much time, so that is how they are doing. So only when it is animals, they are modeling or buying from the net. If it is human, they are not actually. But if you put this in internet, that is in 3D models, assets selling web-based platforms, there other countries are buying, maybe for not too much cost, but you will keep on getting the royalty. So it will earn you more than 30,000 actually eventually. So that is how we can actually use this for income purpose. So yeah, yeah. For in India they don't. See my models now I'm selling. None of the models are sold in India. There is no one bought it. From Canada, from Korea, and from Taiwan, and US, Europe, like that many Western countries, and even other countries like China and China, no, like um Japan, Taiwan and all, Korea and all they are like, but not India. Somehow we are, sorry. Okay, okay. That is 3D assets means it's a general word. Okay, in that models. Uh, you are calling no, no. 3D assets means it can be anything. Furnitures. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is. Uh, they don't mean directly the animation, but the like how like after modeling, some rigging also, texturing, rigging, and then little walk cycle or run cycle, like that small common animation. That is called asset. If you are selling only model, that is also an asset. So minimum model with texture should be there. That is called an asset. So whether it is character or furniture or architecture, I am selling actually Kerala type architecture, temple kind of architecture. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is also an asset. And I didn't texture it. I didn't have the time to texture it. So it is without texturing only. But still, it is people are buying. Though not sold so very extensively like other models, but it is still sold only. So if we do the texturing, it will be nice. They will definitely buy it. So definitely these models, if you put in 3D web-based selling platforms, other countries will buy it. Only thing if you are making it bit special, no. For example, Indian lady, Canadian lady, Kashmir lady, Malayalam lady, like that, little with cultural, with that hair makeup. If you see Malayalam ladies, if you see Kerala ladies, they will have jimmicky. That is on the ears, no? They will have the jimmicky. So they don't see whether ears are looking like proper typical Kerala women. No? They want that dressing. That's all. So that no, they can ready-made use it for some project or some whatever it is. They don't have to do all those ornaments, modeling, all that. So in case of when it comes to interior exterior modeling, we are providing with furnitures, a flower vase, table, some vessels, plates, like that, no, then it'll be like wow, it's like hot cake. Let me buy it, everything is there here. I can just use it. I don't have to do any additional things. Maybe I have to hide certain things and use it, like. So like that we can actually model and sell. These are ideas we can. So I'm actually still trying to make this bump bit more beautiful, but okay. So I should not remember. I should not do it like this. Also, very careful. I should be I think let me get satisfied with this one only. So maybe here I can space it for it. So the next thing is uh, what we have to do is to import the eyes and the cavity. So I think maybe in the next session tomorrow we can do that. I think it's not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. So okay. So anything you like you want to ask anything like okay, okay. No spark.